Happy scrapper, happy scrapper, happy scrapper, whoa. Get ready to watch a happy scrapper video. Happy scrapper, yeah, yeah, here we go.
Alrighty, happy scrappers. I don't do this a whole lot. Well, if you look at my channel, I don't do it at all. Product reviews, and this is not really a product review. This is more of an investigation, kind of find out some more information. I get a lot of questions about wire strippers. Mechanical means of stripping plastic off of copper wire for recycling. So the biggest question is the size of wire that all the mechanical mechanical strippers will take, how big or how small, that kind of thing. So I really couldn't answer those questions accurately without having one. So I took the time to go ahead and look on online and pick one up. So what I want to do is we're going to take a look at this thing. You see the unboxing here, and we'll see exactly what size wire this will work with and how good it is. And I'm not going to mention the manufacturer or anything like that because they're not paying me to do that. We're just trying to get some information on, and I just done that and it didn't come out, how these things perform, because they're basically set up about the same. So we're going to look through this thing and see how it works, if it's worth it, and go from there. So kind of doing this one-handed is not the best idea, but we'll try to get it to come out here. Come on. That is it. It is a manual crank wire stripper. So I'm going to finish taking this thing out and set it up, and we'll see exactly if this thing is worth it. And there's different models, but we're basically looking at the same thing. This will basically be the same thing as if I were to explain to you how a pickup truck works. It doesn't make any difference if it's Chevrolet, Dodge, Toyota, or whatever. It's still just a pickup truck. So we're not trying to promote this product by any means. So let's get this thing set up and see how it works. Alrighty, this is what it came with. It's assembled out of the box. Just if you get one, behind this styrofoam plate, there's a little packet of parts. Now these are bolts to bolt this item to your work table. These are Allens that to work on it. That's the handle to manually turn it. And this was advertised as just a manual turn machine, but it did come with the, I shouldn't have put that in there yet. It did come with a little threaded piece there to put your drill to it. And it comes with some basic instructions. Well, you actually need this for your handle and the drill. So you just screw that in there, and then your handle has a nut there that goes through. And then they sent you some handy dandy little white gloves for reasons that are beyond me. But I don't know if you can see, there we go. I tried to put it down on a white background. You can see there, that'll take some pretty small wire. And that was my biggest concern, because you see them advertised, commercials and people using them on YouTube, and they've got great big wire running through it, and that's nice. I'm glad these people got some great big wire like that. But most common stripping that me and you and the average stripper is going to see is small wire. I mean, not quite that small, but a little bit bigger than than pencil lead's what it's going to be, you know, producing. So we're going to test that on a couple of different pieces of wire to see how well it does. And basically what you do is you just adjust this top screw, this top piece, to go up and down however you want it to go, to adjust with what you want to you know, set your wire on. So pretty neat. All right, I'm gonna grab some wire and set this up and work through it and see how it does. All right, this is like the 900th time I've tried to film this last part of the video. I've got a new phone and I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it. It will not orient correctly, and you wind up filming upside down. But anyway, I'll work this thing a little while with a cordless drill. It eat the battery up in the cordless drill just like that. It didn't take no time, and it had mowed through it. So I think you need a plug-in corded drill. A 1/2 inch drill won't work with that shaft. You need a 3/4 drill. But it does okay. This it split the casing on that pretty good. You have to make sure you get it in there and gauge it to where it's not cutting into the copper, because that'll ruin your blade. Now, I must admit, anything smaller than this, it's going to take some practice. This smaller gauge, especially stranded, kept wanting to ride up on the edge and missing the blade all the way around. I did do some solid stuff. Again, it needs to be fairly straight. You're going to have to. It comes with these guides, which, you know, are okay, I guess, but it really needs some type of way to pull a two-man person through it, I guess. I you know, have one person kind of pulling it back to keep it straight, and the other person operating the drill. You can do it by yourself, but you're going to have some pretty good wire with no dirt, no kinks or anything like that on it. It's going to be really hard to make sure you get that through there. But other than that, it's $92, free shipping. I think if you've got enough wire, it would be well worth buying the handheld version. I'm not so sure I'd spend the extra $200 to or $150 or however much it was to get the motorized version. And you can buy replacement blades, for what I understand. So yeah, I try to show you guys stuff that you can use that or ways you can do stuff to save you the most money in scrapping. But if you got a ton of wire, I just about you know, gauging between the time and how much you're going to make in investment, I think it'd be well worth it to get one of these. So I'm going to bolt this thing down and mow through some wire with it, and maybe do a follow-up video a little bit later, but I think it'd be worth it. So thank you guys for watching, and make a little bit of noise here at the end. Thank you guys for watching, and happy scrapping.